In this video, I will be instructing you on how to change the water in our irons. All the tools you need to change the water are adjacent to our ironing boards and located on the 4th and 5th shelf. We will be using a tool to measure the level of the water in the irons, a funnel to fill the water, and also the distilled water, which you can get from the ADP Studio on the 2nd floor. Moving over to our irons, the first step is to make sure that the iron is off. This is indicated by the red indicator lights to the left above our irons and also on the front of the boiler itself. When changing the water, your first step is to loosen the cap. You're going to want to loosen this very slowly. And let any of the steam that is built up in the boiler out. Once you no longer hear the hiss of the steam, you can remove the cap completely. To measure the water, take our tool and press your finger on the top. With the minimum indicator on the bottom, insert our stick into the boiler and maintaining that pressure with your finger on the top, lift the tool out. And you can see that there's very little water in this boiler. From here, you're going to insert your funnel into the top of your boiler and fill with your distilled water. It is good practice to continually measure as you're filling the boiler so that you do not overfill it. So again, we're going to place our stick in, put some pressure with your finger or your thumb on the top, and lift upwards. We can now see that our water is over the mid mark. You would continue to fill your boiler until it reached the maximum mark. Once full, replace the cap. From here, you can turn your iron back on. Using the main wall switch. You can now see that the boiler is lit as well as the steam button. If you find that after you fill the boiler, the low water indicator is still on, you will need to reset the boiler. You do this by removing the cap to the right, on the right of the boiler, and pressing the small button. If the water indicator light had been on, it would have reset the boiler and would begin to heat up.